everybody, it's Colleen again from Traverse Area District Library Team Services, and we are here again for another craft kit tutorial. This time we are making no-sew drawstring bags. You can pick these kits up right at your Woodmere Library branch. We are open for business, so just come on in and we can get you all set up with that. In these kits you will have a square of fabric. We have two kinds, the jellyfish, and then there's also a big cat version. Then you will have a paper half circle template, you can already see there, and then a small container with some leather cord and some small beads. So what you'll need from home is a pair of scissors. I happen to have fabric scissors, but any scissors should work. And then some sort of thing to mark. I grabbed a pencil and a silver Sharpie just to see it worked better. Alright, we're going to bring it down here to work on this. So we're going to take our fabric and we're going to fold it in half. You can kind of see a subtle difference here between the right side and the wrong side of the fabric. The right side is a little bit brighter colors. We're going to fold it so that the wrong sides are up, so that any marking we're doing is on the wrong side of the fabric. Alright, and then we're going to take our template here. Now I'm done. A little trial and error. I did this once and it did not quite work to my liking. So we learn and we adjust. So you want to cut out the larger of these half circles here with your scissors, and this is going to form our template for our circle. I am going to stick with what I did the first time, which is making it a little bit larger than this circle shows, just so I have more space to work with. So we will go ahead and do that. So, get this out of my way here. You take your cut flat edge here, and then you put it on the folded edge of your fabric, so that when we unfold, you'll have that circle. So, kind of put that in the middle there, and then we're going to cut around the diameter, or the diameter. No, circumference diameter. See, this is why you're in school still. Alright, so we cut around that. I'm going to go a little over so that I can have a bigger circle. But it's still giving me a good idea of the shape. So that's good and helpful. I'm using fabric scissors because I have them available to me, but regular scissors should also work fine for you. Alright, so we have our half circle here. When we unfold, we have our full pretty circle. So we'll fold that back up for now because still have some marking to do. Alright, now here's where I'm going to make some adjustments. Okay, so the smaller circle, we're going to go a little bit smaller than that. And I may actually end up reprinting these, we'll see. So we're going to go around, but we're going to go smaller. This is simply for size comparison. So this is just trying to show you how much of a lip you want to your bag. So when I did this the first time and I cut right along this line, there just wasn't a whole lot to pull. So I'm going to kind of let you guys pick and choose. You can definitely cut along that line, but you have to be very, very careful with where all your slits are cut, or you're not going to have any sort of an edge. So I think it's safe and smart to kind of cut in a little bit farther. And then we are making some marks to know where to put our cuts for our threading. So we want to put them on the four corners and then a couple in between each corner. So when we fold in half here, that means we're going to do it right on the top, and we want to cut two slits about 1 centimeter apart. So I'll make two little lines there. And we'll go on this side, and we'll just put one, because when I put it to the other side, I'll make the other line there. So there's those. And then, like I said, we want a couple in between. With going in this far, just have to be kind of careful not to get them too close. So we'll do about there and about there. Okay, works for me. If you want to be precise, you could get out a ruler and really measure that, but I'm just going to kind of do it by eye. And then the same on the other side. And make a little mark. And a little mark. We're going to do the top. And we're going to do 2 in between-ish. Alright, so got all of our marks drawn. They're kind of hard to see there, but they are there. And we can go ahead and unfold that and kind of examine where we're at. Now, what we want to do, and I'm going to go back to my fabric scissors just because they're a little sharper, is take where your marks are and you want to cut your slits just like you drew them. So going towards the center of the circle. So what I'm gonna do is fold right on my mark, make little itty bitty slits about 1 centimeter apart, like so. And then continue around my circle. If you see some that look like they might be a little off, that's fine. You can kind of just eyeball it. It was just kind of to give us a guide, and this will be inside, so it's not a huge deal if there's some marks, because they'll be on the inside of your project, not on the outside. So, we're gonna work all the way around our circle, cutting slits, being careful to not make these slits too close together and to not get too close to the edge of your fabric. So we're going to work all the way around our circle cutting the slits, and then I will come back and we will continue. Okay, I think we are good to go. So now what we need to do is to take our threading here, and we're going to go through all of these slits to form our drawstring effect. So I want to have the outside of the bag, I want to have this little piece of fabric on the outside, I think. So I'm going to actually flip it over and thread it that way. I'll be careful to not miss any holes. That's something I did last time too that excuse me, made my bag pull kind of oddly. So make sure you're finding all of those slits all the way around and threading through. Now you could also, in the original instructions I found for this, they used like a dinner plate as a template instead of the circle, and then just a smaller plate for the inside circle. Definitely do that too, give you a little bit bigger to work with, but we can only print such a big circle on a piece of paper, which is kind of why I overcut a little bit. Alright, there it is. This would be a good size bag for any little trinkets or jewelry or, I don't know, miscellaneous small school supplies, maybe like erasers or things like that. Any little small things you could throw in here. Even be like a little mini bag, you know, put your chapstick and car keys in it or something. Could do that too. Alright, I think we got, yep, just one more. Cool. Alright, I'm going to just kind of take a look at this, make sure there doesn't seem to be any really big gaps, that I might have missed something. And it does not look like it. So, go ahead and, oh, see, that's much better. See, this time I've actually got a little bit of ruffling on the top, or the first time, because it was such a small gap between the outside and the inside, I wasn't getting much of that. So that's much, much better. Okay, so there we go. Draw it up there. You can kind of work it around and make it a little more even. But got a nice little baggie for, I don't know, some little goodies. Throw a mask in there. Hopefully we won't have to wear those a lot longer, but always good to have something. Ta-da! Alright, now here's the point where if you want, take my mask out there, if you want to add the beads, you can. So, I have included a couple of these little guys. And then if you want to do that, you just thread them through. The diameter of the beads is pretty close to the diameter of the string, so you should only really have to tie one knot, which is nice. So tie that, kind of tug, make sure it's gonna stay. Maybe I'll do one more, just to be safe. There we go. Now we're definitely not going anywhere. All right, and then the other side. One and two. Okay, so there we go. And then you can just pull it through, and then to secure the bag, you would just tie it in a notch. Little bow there, like you tie your shoes. And there we go. We got a cute little mini bag. This would even make a really cute, like, little gift bag, you know? If you're giving like a little necklace or trinket to somebody, that would be cute too. So there we go, that's it. Thanks again, hope you enjoy, and come by and pick one of these up. And this is the start of our summer reading program crafts, so we're gonna have lots of cool crafts and some outdoor programs, so definitely check us out. We're excited to be able to start offering that to you guys again. So thank you again, and have a good time making your craft, and enjoy the start of summer.